be it your relationship, be it your personal life, be it your career, you need to take responsibility. Take charge. Hey fam, welcome back to Everyday Matters with Tari, and thank you so much for stopping by. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to take charge of your life. Well, yes, how do you take charge of your life? But before I go on, I would like to lay a foundation of what it means to actually take charge of your life, because I believe it's important to have a foundation of what we're talking about before we can talk about the steps that we can actually take in order to be able to take charge of our lives. Okay, so to take charge of your life means to take responsibility of your life, to take responsibility of your actions, to take responsibility of your situation and everything that surrounds your life. Every aspect of your life, you want to take responsibility of that area. You are the CEO of your life. Okay, so you determine what happens. I know that there are some things, some areas of your life that you can't control. You have no control over certain areas of your life. Say for instance, the family you were born into, you don't have control over them. There are some things that happen in our lives along the way that we don't have control over, okay? But there are some things that we have control over. So those things we want to take charge. We want to take accountability for those areas of our life. Like the people we get married to, the job we decide to do, the careers we decide to follow, the decisions we make on a day-to-day basis. Okay, it's also important to know that whatever situation you are in now, whatever position you are in now, is as a result of the decisions that you have made in the past, knowingly or unknowingly. I personally have made some decisions unknowingly and have landed me in certain circumstances that I didn't find palatable. Okay, so it's really important that we take charge of, especially the decisions we make on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so that is what it means to take charge of your life. Okay, so having said that, how do we take charge of our lives? How do we take accountability? How do we become responsible for our lives? Okay, so the first thing you want to do is to find out what actually matters to you. What is it that is important to you? Okay, what do you want? What are your goals? What are your aspirations? What do you want to do? What do you want to become in the next 1 year, in the next 6 months? Okay, so you need to decide that what's important to you. Have you got family goals that you want to achieve? Okay, so those are the things that you want to think about. Have you got personal goals? Are there some things that you want to start doing? Are there some things that you want to stop doing? What is important to you? Is your relationship important to you? Are your friends important to you? Is your career more important to you? Okay, so these are things that whatever it is, okay, I might not be able to cover everything, but whatever is important to you, first of all, you want to determine and identify those things. It's also important to own your reality. Okay, own your reality. Recognize the fact that wherever you are is as a result of the decisions, like I said before, the decisions and the steps you have taken in the past. Stop blaming people for where you are. Stop saying, no, I should have done this if this person has done that, or if this person has helped me. No. Own your reality. Like I said before, some things that have happened in my life because of some decisions I made in the past, I've owned them to say, okay, you know what, because I made a decision, this happened. I'm not going to now start blaming other people. So yes, some people might have contributed in one way or the other, but it takes you to actually go ahead to take that step for that thing to happen. So you want to own your reality. Once you've owned your reality, once you've accepted that you are where you are as a result of what you've done or what you haven't done, decisions you've made or not made in the past, then, and you've also decided what is important to you in your life, then the next thing you want to do is to set plans and set goals so that you can achieve whatever it is that you want to become. So you've envisioned to say, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I like, this is what I would love to do. Okay, the next thing you want to do is to set goals. Okay, so and we talked about setting goals in some of my videos. I've talked about goal setting in some of my videos. Okay, so what you want to do is to set your goals. So maybe in the next 3 months, you want to become something, or you want to be able to achieve something, or maybe you want to do something in 6 months, or in 1 year, or in 5 years. So you want to set those plans and set those goals. And once you've done that, the most important thing of all when it comes to setting goals is to actually take steps towards achieving that goal. Because there's no need to set a goal, there's no need to make plans if you're not going to go ahead to take steps to achieve that goal. It will all be wasted. Okay, and I always say, and recently I've been thinking, and what I thought is, a lot of people come into the new year and say, okay, I want to do this year is going to be better than last year, this is going to happen. But the truth of the matter is, this year would remain the same, will be the same same as last year if you don't take steps, if you don't take the steps that you're supposed to take to become something else, to achieve that goal. Okay, so it's really important to set goals in order to take charge of your life. Say for instance, you're that person that doesn't like your job. You want to take charge of the fact that, okay, I don't like this job I'm doing, I want to do something else. So take charge, set plans and set goals to say, okay, in 3 months time, in 6 months time, in 1 year time, I want to have a new job, or I want to have a new business. Or maybe you are that person that has fitness goals. Maybe you want to lose weight, or maybe you want to gain weight. Of course. Okay, so you want to set that goal to say, okay, in 6 months time, in 3 months time, or maybe you want to spend more time with your family. Whatever your goal is, personal goals, maybe there are some habits you want to stop or some habits you want to start. Set the goal, set plans, and always make sure you take steps towards achieving that goal. And the next thing you want to do is to be accountable to yourself. And when I say accountable, is hold yourself responsible. Okay, and that is why we talk about reviewing your goals. So if you set a goal for 3 months, if you set a 3-month goal, at the end of the 3 months you want to come back and say, okay, how far have I gone? Or maybe in 1 month or 1.5 months you want to check to see the progress you're making, and by the 3 months to make sure that you've achieved that goal. If it's a 6-month goal, the same thing applies. Okay, you want to be accountable. In 3 months time you check to say, okay, how am I progressing on my goal? And then in 6 months to make sure that goal is achieved. And if you're not achieving the goal, then you want to make plans to say, okay, what can I do to make this goal come to pass? Okay, so it's important to be accountable to yourself, and whatever you do, also you want to be able to be accountable to someone else. So tell someone about what you want to do. If you want to stop a particular habit, tell someone like, oh, I want to stop this habit. Okay, and that person will hold you accountable. Maybe when they see you doing that thing, they will say, okay, I thought you said you wanted to stop doing this, or you wanted to stop doing that. I thought you wanted to achieve this. What are you doing? You know, and recently I decided to start a challenge for myself this January, and I had to tell people. So initially I didn't want to tell anyone about it because I wasn't sure if I was going to continue with it. It's still ongoing for the whole of January, but I told a few people, and now I'm telling people like, oh, see what I'm doing, look at the goal I'm going to achieve. Okay, so I'm saying that to people so that if I don't do it, I know that I'm accountable to them in some ways. Okay, and if for instance I'm not able to achieve that goal one of those days, I know that there's a genuine reason, and the next day I will pick up. Okay, so I'm not just going to sit down and say, okay, you know what, that's it, I can't. But if I've told someone about it, I won't. But if I haven't told anyone about it, then I can just come out of that challenge I've set for myself. Okay, so it's important, like I said, to take charge of your life, take responsibility of every part of your life, be it your relationship, be it your personal life, be it your career. You need to take responsibility, take charge, so that you can begin to achieve goals, so that you can begin to go somewhere in life. Don't let this year 2022 that we just entered go the same way like 2021 went. Okay, so take charge of your life, take responsibility of your actions, your inactions. You are the architect of your life, like I said. Okay, so take charge and make sure that your goals are achieved. Make sure you become a better person at the end of this year, not the same person you were when you started. Okay, so I hope this is just a few tips from me. I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.